Hi there. Welcome to Tarot After Dark. Grab your cards if you have any. If you don't have tarot, but you have oracle, those are always welcome. I love oracle cards. I started out reading oracle. Actually, I was really interested in tarot when I started out, but it kind of freaked me out. And I also didn't really understand the cards. That using oracle cards really made it a lot easier. Oracle cards helped me trust my intuition. It helped to bring inspiration because most of the time, oracle cards are upbeat and inspirational. And it's a great way to just, help yourself have a good day at the end of the day, right? So thank you for being here. Say hello. Good morning. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm broadcasting in like 3 different locations. Holy moly, look at me go. And thank you to everybody who are friends of mine. I had my 60th birthday yesterday. Yeah, I'm not shy about saying how old I am because not all of us get to have the privilege of being the age we are. So you should always honor. You don't have to go telling everybody either. It's no one's business but your own. But honor the number you are because many of us don't get that chance. Anyways, enough of that. But I want to talk about the reason I brought that up in the first place is I created a little spread today that I thought was kind of cool. And I think I shared it. I might have shared. I know I shared it on my YouTube channel. I don't know if I shared it anywhere else yet. It's just been kind of a day, kind of getting back to what new normal is. But I call it the deeper insight spread. And it's just 5 cards, and each card represents each position represents something. So I thought I would go through that with you today. So take a second, go grab your cards, Oracle, Tarot, whatever. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Go grab them, and let's do this spread together. And the cool thing is that I'll do it. Maybe you'll do it too. Maybe they're clarifiers for you or whatever actually works out. All right. One thing I forgot to do was to get my water. So please stick around. I'm going to be right back in like 5 seconds. Grab my water. And I'm back. This was a birthday present from my daughter. Yay! It's going to help me drink a lot more water. And it's also got a cute little, keep the dust out of your straw, or in my case, bird feathers. So, all right. I'm going to try something new and fancy here. I'm going to share my screen and show you what the spread is. Hopefully it will work. And I just need you to let me know in the comments if you can see it. It says Deeper Insight Spread. There's 5 cards. And each card represents, if you're new to spreads are a great way for you to have a specific query, question, or just generally keeping the cards in alignment with whatever it is you're searching for the answer. So, and each position usually has its own definition. Okay, so you can see here from cards 1 to 5. 1 is going to represent reflect. Here and now represents is card 2. Well, you can see it, Tammy. Okay, great, thank you. Card 3 represents big dream. Card 4 represents the inner strength, and card 5 is look ahead. So it's really simple, and you can use this spread whenever you want. You don't have to wait till it's a special occasion. It could be the beginning of the week or what have you. And the nice thing is just because it just has 5 cards doesn't mean that's all the cards you can pull. You can definitely pull clarifiers. And if you've been following me, you know I like clarifiers. Oh, good. You can see it too. Me too. Yay. So clarifiers are really great. And I'll often use another tarot deck for that so I did my own personal birthday spread. It's not this one. It's a deeper one that I do. I also offer those for those of you who are interested to purchase. And it was so cool because I do use another tarot deck for clarifiers for it. And the card that represented me, I pulled the clarifier. It was the exact same card. You can't mix this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. So it was pretty cool. And it to me, it's just like, I told ya. I mean what I say. Yeah, so this here, and I do have an explanation for each one too. So you can choose to shuffle the deck. Just think about that you want to get a deeper insight, and you could add deeper insight into my career, my relationships, whatever it is for you. And that's the beautiful thing. And the time to do it is while you're shuffling. And if you get cards that are jumpers like I do, I'll shuffle slower so I don't get the jumpers right away. And just one already wants to come out. And you just want to think about the question, really focusing on getting out of your own way and trying to direct it into more about bring me the clarity that I need for this deeper insight, please. And just call on your guides to help and assist with that. And from here, you can shuffle a little quicker, pull the cards that jump. So you have 5, or you can just stop and you can take the top 5 cards. Whatever way, there is no wrong way of doing this at all. And often I'll shift it up a little bit. Oh, you thought I was going to swear, didn't you? There's always a swear word at the end of my tongue. All right, so let's pull this. And for those of you who are watching this as a replay later, let me know in the comments that you are. But this spread I'm pulling generally for everybody. Okay, so you're welcome to do your own spread, but you're also welcome to just play along with this one. So let me just clear my energy here. Let's bring in some deeper insight for whoever needs to hear it. Okay, I'm just going to take the top 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can choose to just flip one card over at a time or have all 5 of them out there. There is no specific way that you need to do it. It's a little dark here because, tarot after dark, but I can kind of see. And if you do this on your own, take a look at the cards. Take a look. What draws your attention to them first? What do you notice? Are you looking at the first card? How does that card interact with the card beside it? How do all the cards kind of relate to each other? And this is just giving you a sense of the flavor of the reading. All right. And if you have any questions along the way, just pop them in the chat. Even if you're watching as a replay, pop them in the chat and I can come back and answer as I need to. So what I got for you, and we will go a little deeper, but the first one, and yeah, I think you can see me. The first one, we got the 6. So this is reflect. So to me, when I see the 6 of Wands, it's about your victories, things that you've done really well at. And here, there we go. You can see it a little better. So this to me is reflect on your wins, the things that you've really done well or have accomplished. And they don't have to be big, huge things like, oh, I did a TEDx talk, which, it's great, those who do that. But it could be something super simple. Hi, Renee. Good to see you. I'm pulling 5 cards here, and you're welcome to pull 5 cards along too. I've just started. So, for example, I have a win. My plumbing has been a little off on one side of my sink, so I can't run my dishwasher. It's been like that for a couple months. It's just something that's on hold. So I've had to hand wash dishes, and I've resisted this. And I use that example a lot about dishwashing. Well, I've been making sure I wash my dishes every night before I go to bed. And there's those times like it's getting late and I'm like, oh, I don't really want to wash them. But then I think to myself, do I want to face this tomorrow? Do I want to face yesterday's stuff tomorrow. No, who wants to? So I've been doing my dishes. So I'm really proud of that. And actually, you know, I had a conversation with Raphael earlier and I was telling her, yeah. So let it be whatever it needs to be. Okay. So this card represents reflect. This is the first of 5 cards. And it also represents, get me my notes here. What important lesson or truth from the past deserves my attention now? That's another thing that you can think about. Okay. An opposite way, not opposite, but a different way of doing the spread is is doing each card at a time. That's an option to do it as well. Find your own way of doing it. Don't just do it my way. That's kind of boring. Find your own way, but hey, you're welcome to do it my way. It actually isn't my way. It's the way that channeled from spirit for me. So everything is for everybody. So this is card number 1. All right. Now, did anybody play along? What card did you guys get? Put it in the chat. What card you picked for card number 1 as your reflect card? And it'd be really cool to see. Oh my gosh, my windows are all open the place. What it is you picked up for the reflect card. What important lesson? Okay. And the next card is, let's see, it's the here and now card. So here and now we got the Tower, which isn't, you know, people always kind of freak out about the Tower. Thank goodness with this deck, it doesn't look as bad as the traditional Rider-Waite. And this represents, where is my energy best spent today? So typically you could do this spread in the beginning of the day. We're doing it at the end of the day. So you can reflect, where was my energy best spent? Maybe it didn't go the way you wanted it to. Tower often represents that things just had to totally crumble and things don't look exactly the way you wanted them to go as planned. And hey, life is like that. That's what goes on sometimes. But I also want you to kind of reflect on, how does it look in relation to the 6 of Wands? So let me put them in order. This was number 1. This is number 2. And what I see, and I'm just looking visually at it, seeing how the lights, the spotlights on this card kind of continue on with the lightning into the other one. So to me, this is just saying that maybe it's a good thing you celebrate the little things in life, because we never know when change is going to come and just kind of, you know, level the playing field. So we have to keep honoring ourselves in these little tiny steps at a time, right? So then the third card, which, okay, let me stop for a second, and I'm looking at them because there's 3 major arcana cards in a row. And when you see major arcana, that's saying that there's something significant to look at. This is something important to pay attention to. Okay. Doesn't always mean like this big, huge thing that's going to happen, but it's saying that this could affect more things than, say, the minor arcana and the pip cards, which are more like the everyday minutia of things, right? So the third card, which is Dream Big, that's what I have on my, let me see if I can pull that up again. It's so hard to do all these techie things, you know. Where's my, am I sharing my screen? It says I was sharing still. I don't know if I was. Share screen. It's giving me a chance to share screen. Now I should be sharing it again. Okay, you can see that. So the third card is Dream Big. And if you're on a small device, you're probably not going to be able to see this, but it's the Wheel of Fortune, which it's like you're going to Vegas and you got you got this psychic download that you know the numbers on the roulette wheel that you're supposed to, and you're going to put all your money down on that number because you know you're going to win. You've got this download from spirit. So this to me is just saying that it's okay to take a gamble when you're dreaming big. because it's just a dream at this point. You've got to start somewhere, right? You've got to start somewhere. And I like it because it also represents what possibility, what vision that you really want to explore. Okay. So here, let me stop sharing again. And so you can see the card a little bit better. So that's card number 3, Dream Big. Now, how does it relate to the card that was beside it? You know, if you get all of them in there, I got them in order here. Okay, I need bigger hands. But it's showing that, you know, you need to reflect on your wins and things that need to have your attention. You need to be able to focus on the here and now, despite what's going on, and then dreaming big. What's possible? What vision do you truly have? So I love that these two, you know that something happened or something's going to happen. Things are changing and they're out of your control. That's mostly what the tarot is. It's saying something is inevitable. It's out of your control, but don't sweat it, because you can move past it. And I love that the Wheel of Fortune is the next card, because it's saying, hey, life is a gamble anyways, right? So why not have hope and trust that it's all happening for you? It's all happening in your favor. It just doesn't always look that way sometimes, because we go through a little bit of a struggle. But if we look back on the things that we've struggled with before in our past, we realize that, oh, that really helped me to grow. Or it's like, if I would have stayed stuck in that relationship, then I wouldn't have realized the power that I have on my own as a person, as opposed to being in that relationship. You know, different things like that. These are just examples. And then the fourth card is your inner strength. So let me share the screen again. Okay. So the fourth card is your inner strength. And what I mean by inner strength, it's like, what is your inner resource that you can rely on to support you at this time of changing things and dreaming big, right? And we picked up the Emperor, which is great because this represents you. This represents your ability to be strategic in the things that you do. The Emperor is also someone who kind of writes his own rules. You know, you think the Emperor, the Emperor's New Groove. I don't know why that came into my mind, but it's giving you the opportunity to create or release the boundaries that you need to release, or create boundaries if you don't have them in your life, so that you can more fully support yourself as you're starting to dream big. So in relation to the Dream Big card, as we see it together, I notice that there's the Wheel of Fortune on here, and we also see the sphere in the Emperor, which it's actually the Mars in this one, because the Emperor relates to Mars and also Aries energy as well. So Mars is often about taking charge. You know, it can represent conflict as well. You know, it wasn't Mars like the god of war or something? Anyways, I don't know. But what I see from here is that there is cycles happening, right? That's what I notice. Maybe you notice something different. Let me know in the chat what you pick up, what takeaways you're getting from that. And then we have the fifth card, which is Look Ahead. Let me share my screen again so I can show you. And the Look Ahead card, what I decided it means is, and hopefully you can see that, it's like what theme or what energy is going to guide your next steps with clarity and purpose. Okay. And what I picked, We'll stop sharing the screen so you can see me. I have the Six of Pentacles. And again, we have that circular energy. Okay, everything is round. Let's just keep it simple, right? Round. Oh, good, Raph. I see your stuff. I'm almost done, and I'll highlight that. So for this, it's like what theme or energy is next. When I see the Six of Pentacles, I see the energy of reciprocity, receiving and giving and receiving, knowing that whatever energy you're putting out, you will receive something in return. Okay. Now remember, that works in the negative too. If you're putting shitty energy out there, you're going to get some shitty experiences happening back. Ask me how I know. We all do it, right? Or we get in a bad mood or whatever. But that's the energy of reciprocity. And to me, that is it's like gravity. It's a law. It's one of the universal laws, the law of reciprocity. And it's not saying that it's going to come back identical. Notice these coins are not identical. And whatever you give out, you may not get the exact amount in return. The whole point is that it's an energy exchange. And you can see that in the card. It's an energy exchange. Notice the sweeping of the energy in a figure 8, that infinity sign. That's really showing you that there is flow in everything. There is flow. So overall, I think that's a really good message. Let me know if that resonates with you. And let's see what Raphael got. The Hungry Ghost, awareness of what you want and don't want. The Ice Queen, feelings of non-movement in emotions. Interesting. The Lady with a Gift, allowing movement to take place, being the bigger person. Oh, interesting. Those are side by side. The Prison Waif, understanding your fears and overcoming them. And then the Wise Woman, knowing to allow others to win. You also win compromise with the greater big picture. Oh, I love that. That's like the reciprocity card too. Yeah, I love that. That's really cool. And just going back to what the spread was, let me hide that. And ooh, I almost clicked leave studio and I'll be like, bye you guys, I'm done. There it is, present. Share my screen, and there's the spread there. So it's showing you the each of those cards reflect the here and now, the dream big, the inner strength, and the look ahead. And it's pretty powerful. I wished I had another camera where I could actually show you all of these together. I don't, but let me see if I, with my tiny little hands, can show you all of them together in order. All right. So, of course, nobody likes to see the Tower card, but the Tower moments exist in life. We have to acknowledge things. All right. And that's what the reflect card is. It's reflecting on things. Yes, this card is saying reflect on what you celebrate, but that's what I chose for this spread. Maybe a different card comes up for you. Like for Raphael, it was an awareness of what you want and don't want. And that truly is an important lesson or truth from the past that deserves attention, right? So I really, really like that. It's powerful. Thank you for sharing. Hi, Mary. May I have a turn, please? Do you have deck of cards? I was just showing everybody how you can do an actual spread. I can definitely pull a card for you if you'd like. Let me know if there's a specific question you have or something that you would like to know more about. Just pop it in the chat and I'll pull a card for you. And anyone else who would like a card pulled, I'll pull one for you. I just wanted to show you that because it's less about just randomly pulling cards for people. It's more enabling you to use the card decks that you have and, are wanting to get a little more experience with, right? I'm also hosting a 5-day quest. It starts next Monday. And guess what next Monday is? It's day 1 of Mercury retrograde. I don't know why I decided to do this something new on Mercury retrograde, where they say don't do anything new, don't sign contracts, don't do nothing, do everything that reassess, whatever. Well, I'm doing it anyways because I'm a bit of a rebel, especially, I'm 60. Yeah. So, oh, Raphael, there you go. Of course, always and forever. And you would like a general one. Sure. So let me just pop these cards back in the deck. Actually, what I want to do first is I want to take a picture of these. Maybe I can post that later. It's horrible trying to take a picture in the middle of the dark. In the middle of the dark? Okay. Say cheese, cards. Say cheese. Hopefully that worked. All right. And I'm going to pop those back in the deck. It's always nice getting some clarifiers. Yeah. Hi, Mary. Yeah. Let me know what you would like a card about. Like Raphael just said she'd like a card and she wants just a general card. So I have an idea on what it's about. So just let me know. We'll let Raphael go first here. And let's just see, what general message do we need for Raphael? And by the way, Raph, I really like the cards that you pulled for that spread. That's pretty interesting. All right. So general message for Raphael. So we have the 5 of Pentacles here. It's showing that you have more power than you think when it comes to circumstance in your life, in your home, maybe. Thinking your hands are tied when it comes to something out of your control is what I'm picking up on. But I'm also saying that's what it's showing, what you think. What this card is showing is the light is coming down and showing the key, that really the key to anything is love. And I don't normally pick that up with this particular card because Pentacles is about your physical world, material world, etc. But I'm really picking up that sometimes we have to love what is around us, even if it doesn't feel right or good. We have to have that love emanate from us into our immediate surroundings. Think of it as our own aura. And then we're walking through our space. We're walking through, the mall or wherever, somewhere we maybe are like the energy is kind of, but we can still rock that inner love, that energy, that all we need is it for ourselves. And little trickles of it are going to make their way out to other people that are around you or people that spend time in your space. And because people pick up on our energy, right? People pick up on that. Even if they can't see us or see our facial expression or anything like that, they still pick up on the energy. Even people who don't think that they're intuitive or empathic, they pick up on stuff. They just think that they don't. So we often kind of get in our own way that way. So I hope that makes sense. A reading on Stephen. Okay. Let's see. Hello, David. Oh, thank you. Oh, Shannon. Hey, good to see you. Green heart to you too. Let me know if you want a card pull. And Ralph saying, perfect. Thank you. Good man. Yeah, you're welcome. Kind of had to do with a conversation we had previously. That's what I'm thinking. But, so yeah, I cheated a little bit there because we've already talked. She's my business partner when it comes to doing our intuitive development groups, which we do on Wednesdays, which is a heck of a lot of fun. Yeah. So a reading on Stephen. Okay. So I don't typically do traditional like relationship readings. I'm an inspirational intuitive tarot reader, which is all about empowering you so that you can make the decisions you need to make and that sort of thing. So it's all about making sure your energy is in alignment. Okay, Shannon, I will put a little star by your name so I remember. Yeah, so what card can we pull to bring some inspiration for Mary in regards to Stephen? Okay. So we have the Death and Rebirth card, and I love this Light Seer Tarot for that. It's not a card to be feared. It's a card to remind you that there are cycles of energy, and it doesn't mean traditional, like it doesn't mean, what's the word I'm looking, literal. It's not literal death and rebirth. This is referring to the energy of maybe there's something within your energy that needs to shift and change. You've learned a lot in the experiences you've had, I say, in the last 6 months is what I'm picking up on. And perhaps you're not in the same position. You're not in the same energetic frame of mind as you were before. So if you can shift your energy to be more aligned with what would my heart love, what would complement my energy, that's what you can focus on. Because maybe it's not Stephen. Maybe there's someone better for you. Okay. And I'm not saying that this is saying, no, Stephen. I'm just saying that the focus is, I feel, is on you, letting go of doing it the old way of, oh, this person, or we've been struggling, and it's rebirth time for you, Mary. It's rebirth time to say, what does Mary want? How does Mary want to feel? And then you can align that with the decisions that might come down each day of the week, that you can go, how does that sit with me and make me feel? So that you are making these empowered decisions, and you can determine whether or not it's Stephen or it's some other amazing person that you haven't even met yet. When you align your energy to be in alignment, when you align your energy to be in alignment with what you want to attract, that has such better energy than trying to fix little things that you know have been problems. That's what I pick up for you, Mary. I hope that makes sense. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. It's a really great show. Where are you, Shannon? There you are. Oh, where's the star? The really good show threw me off because it's like, yeah. All right. Shannon, is there anything particular? It's just a general card pull. Do you want to know anything specific? I'll give you a moment. I got to wet my whistle. Yeah, and I hope those of you who are hopping on now will catch the replay later, because I did share a little spread that you can use for yourself as well. It's kind of a great way to get a bit of clarity or to put your energy out there. So even for you, Mary, I hope that resonated. And you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Okay. All right, Shannon, I'm going to pull a card and we'll see if it aligns with whatever it is you are thinking about. Sure, David, you can be next. Ooh, Shannon, you got strength. So it almost feels like gathering the strength, gathering your resolve to kind of push through something. Maybe there's been something on your mind lately that has been kind of draining your energy, is what I'm picking up. And I think that you already know that you have the stamina to do whatever you need to do. But I think it feels more like, well, it's not the fact that you don't think you can do it. It's the fact that maybe you don't know if you want to. And there might be some drawing back to, ooh, now I have to have that uncomfortable conversation. So I don't know. I hope that makes sense. It was just kind of what came to me. So, let's see. Oh, so general message. So yeah, something I need to hear. Okay. So hopefully that was what you needed to hear. Hi, Annette. Relationship card. Okay, give me a second. Keith, hello. How are you doing? Can I have a few cards? Well, I can pull one card for you. If you have any specific question, you can pop it in the chat too. Let me just put a star beside your name and I'll get you. Okay, so I don't know if you were here when I was mentioning it, Annette, but I don't typically do relationship readings. I do more inspirational, like what can you do to be the best you are for whatever, but sometimes the things come through. So, and hi, nice to see you. All right, so what message around relationships do we have for Annette? Whoa, that one jumped out fast. You got the Fool. So letting go, maybe there is something about trying too hard to make something work the way you want it to, and instead use that hero's journey energy to just let go and allow things to start in a way that feels fresher. Because to me, the Fool is about starting a new journey. And it's not always a brand new journey, but it's a different level, because as the tarot cards go from the Fool all the way to the World, where he, she, it, they are learning as they go. And then they get to the World where it's like everything's great. And then they start a new cycle. So to me, it feels like there's a new level in the relationship that you're thinking about, that it might feel like things are not clashing, but things aren't as smooth as they usually are. That's because there's a new level happening. There's new awareness, there's new growth. And with that, you have to be willing to just step back and allow things to happen without trying to control everything. And I'm not saying that you're trying to control everything. It's just sometimes we want to have a little bit of control. But one thing you can control is how you respond and the energy you put out and the love that you're putting out. So that's what I pick up for you, Annette. I hope that made sense for you. And Shannon. Okay, good. I like clarification or validation is always good. All right. So we have David. So you didn't have a specific question, so let's just pull a card for David and see what comes. Okay, you got the Three of Wands. And what I pick up is maybe you're hesitating. There's something you really want to do, and you've had a lot of experience preparing and getting ready and all the things, but there's something that's been maybe holding you back. And this card is saying everything is lined up. Dude, the waves are perfect. It's time to go. You have enough experience. The only way to get more experience is to get out there and try and do it. And it's not saying you're necessarily going to succeed right away, but whatever you do, you're going to learn and grow from it. Okay, that's the message for you. All right. Annette, let me say here. Thank you so much, Lorraine. It validates some of the energies I feel. Go good. Wondering where things are going to see through. I do tend to want to influence my outcome. Yeah, absolutely. And of course we do. And if we do it from that heart-centered place, like especially in those times where we can't control what's happening, all we can do is just be in our heart and allow us to love ourselves, and then allow that energy to go to the other person or the other people we want it to without needing it to change. We just are doing it because we want people to feel the love that we feel. And yeah, thank you for commenting as well. Let's see. I might have time for another one here too. Tuar, I want to pronounce your name right. I want to respect that. Let me know if I'm pronouncing it right. And I'm put a little star beside your name. And let's go up to Keith. Let's see. Let's pull a card for Keith. See what Keith has to, what the cards have to share for Keith. It's so funny. You said, "Can I have a few cards?" And I said, "Well, I'll pull you one." Well, 2 came out. So yeah, you get a few cards. So for you, you've got the Star and the 7 of Swords. So with the Star, it feels to me, when I see this, I think of wishing on a star, trusting your connection with hope, with validation, and with trusting that there's unseen forces trying to help you. You know, some of us believe in angels and guides and things like that. Whatever your belief system, trust it. Trust it. Even if there's some things going on or people telling you, no, it's not that. Trust what you trust. You don't have to tell anybody anything. In your heart and in your head and your heart, you know you better than anybody else. Okay. And then you have the 7 of Swords as well, which is saying, be aware of the thoughts, be aware of the energy that your thoughts are projecting, or that they're being projected to you. Thoughts have energy just as much as action does. So being aware of your thoughts so that you are have a lighter energy about you, you're more optimistic than maybe you might have been in the past because of whatever energy is coming in at you. That's what I'm picking up. I hope that makes sense for you, Keith. All right, let's see. All right, so and this will be my last one for tonight. So Tiwar, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I want to respect that. So apologies if I'm not. And David, you're very welcome. You're welcome. All right, let us pull a card for Tiwar. Ooh, that one came out fast. So you have the 2 of Pentacles. Has it been feeling like you've been juggling a lot of different things lately? Or you have 2 different things that are kind of competing with each other in your physical world? Because Pentacles is about your physical world. It's not always about material, like wealth and abundance, but it feels like it might have to do with that. Maybe there has been, I'm picking up like a bit of conflict with somebody else in regards to something in your material world. And what I think you can do from there is just trust yourself, and also allow people to have their opinion. And it doesn't mean you have to take it on. It doesn't mean you have to agree with them or anything. It's just mutual respect is what I pick up from that for you. I hope that makes sense. Let's see. It was Jadena talking about me in that new song. Oh, I don't know that song. I don't know it. Yes, that's true. Okay. Yeah. So a little validation for you. There you go. So thank you all for being here. And I have that 5-day quest that's coming up. Where's my little banner? I should have had my little ticker tape banner going. Learn to Manifest with Tarot. It's a 5-day quest. It starts on Monday, which is the first day of Mercury retrograde. Woo! What a perfect time to review being in alignment with the world you want to manifest. Now, the thing is, this is specifically for people who want to learn tarot. See, what you're going to do is you're going to use your own tarot deck to help you manifest. This becomes a tool. It's not just like a fortune telling thing. It's a way for you to use it as a tool. I used it to help inspire me when I was having a low moment in my life, confusion. Like it comes, it's just a great tool to help bring in some inspiration. And at the same time, you're also learning that you can understand tarot without needing to memorize the cards. It's all about empowering yourself. So if you're interested in joining that, it's a free quest. I think I can pop a link here for you to sign up for it. Again, it's about you bringing your own tarot deck. And if you're interested, but you don't own a tarot deck, I can give you a link for an app. It's called Deckable. They have digital cards, and the app is free. There are decks to purchase there, but the app is free, and they also have a free tarot deck. It's a black and white tarot deck, but it's free. Both things are free. You can use it on your own device, And that's a way that you can also be part of this manifest with tarot. So thank you everybody so much for being here. Thank you so much for asking for a card reading. And I really am appreciative that you're here watching me live. And for anyone watching as the replay, I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. I sending love and blessings to everyone, and I hope you have a fantastic week. And we'll see you next Monday, not only for my 5-day quest, but I'll be here for Tarot After Dark as always. So we'll see you later. Peace.